I took the medical retirement they offered, and I let Prospect Island pass to whoever wanted it. Some nights I think about that, about a man I've never met manning that station on the next king tide, raking the screen and never once putting a light on the wall below the waterline. I thought about warning him. I think about it still. But there's nothing to say that he'd believe, and I know that because there was a time I wouldn't have believed it either. I'm not a haunted man. Nothing followed me up out of that water. I sleep fine, mostly. But I went into that station a man who stopped minding what happened to him, who'd taken the lonely island because there was nothing to drive home to, and somewhere in the bottom of it, holding a wheel with one arm while the flood tried to take me, I found out I wanted to come up. Not for anyone, just the plain want of it, which I'd buried so long under the routine of not minding that I'd forgotten it was mine. So, I called my daughter in Portland, not on her birthday, on a Tuesday in November, for no reason, and she was so surprised she thought someone had died. We talked for an hour. We talk most weeks now. I drove up in the spring, learning the one-handed way of everything as I went. She put me in the spare room, and we had 3 days of small things, coffee and a walk, nothing said that needed saying out loud. And it was more than I'd let myself have in years. I don't tell her why. I can't tell anyone why. I was drowning and found out I didn't want to be as close, but it leaves out the thing in the water, and without that, it's just a man being sentimental about a bad night at work. I live differently now, smaller and more. I answer the phone. The arm that isn't there aches in the cold, and I don't begrudge it. They tell you the missing part does that, and they're right. Some nights it aches in a way that feels less like a nerve and more like the arm is still down there in the cold water reaching for the wheel. It cost me an arm and a night I can't tell anyone about, but I'd be lying more if I said I wanted to go back to the man I was before.